Hey you guys, it's Peter and welcome to my channel, Peter Likes Books. And I thought I would get on here today and do a little book vlog. I haven't done one in a while. I need to plan my Reading Rush TBR this weekend. I am so excited about Reading Rush. I'm going to talk about that in just a second, but I'm getting ready to go to Starbucks and get my coffee. And typically, this is when I do my review video, because I drive through Starbucks and I do a little review at Starbucks. So I start filming it about right here. So if you don't know, I have a review channel. Okay, I know there's a sunspot right there. It'll go away in just a second when I turn. But anyway, I was like, you know what? I want to get on here today. I'm not doing a Starbucks review, so I thought I would get on here and do a little book vlog, just talking about what's been going on and all this kind of stuff. Now, I have to tell you, in June, if you watched my last video, I completely failed. I hardly read any books. In July, I finished The Night Stalker by Philip Carlo, because that was our book club book for June. And I started a new book. I could not go right into the book club book. It just was too much true crime for me. I needed a little bit of a break. So I started reading this book, that I downloaded on Audible, and it's called The 10, and it's by Gretchen McNeil. Okay, so when I started this book, I have to tell you, I was completely cheesed out. I was like, why did I buy this book? This book is so stupid. Hold on just a second.
Welcome to Starbucks. What can we get started for you?
Can I get a venti blonde Americano with one equal, please?
Yeah, just the one equal?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, 2 was a lot the other day.
Oh, sorry about that.
No,
you're wrong.
No, it was okay.
Anything else for you?
Nope, that's it.
Alright, I'll see you.
Okay. So, it looked really good when I bought it on Audible. It was like all these people go to this island for a party, and then like one of them dies after another, and I was like, oh, and I didn't even think anything about it, and like what it was similar to, because later I was like, oh, this is just like And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie, right? But when I first started reading it, or saw it, I was like, oh, this sounds really good. Like, this is kind of like a murder mystery for the summer. I'm trying to read a lot of thrillers. I love to read thrillers in the summer. Don't ask me. I love to read thrillers, period. So anyway, I started listening to it, and it was so cheesy, okay? It's about these 2 girls who, like, one used to be kind of in the popular group. They're seniors in high school. The writing is just kind of real cheesy, too, I have to tell you. Just like some of the, like, she just referred to herself as, like, a spaz. It's just, like, some of the language that's used and just the way that they talk to each other. And so, anyway, it's just kind of corny. It's just kind of, like, it doesn't seem characteristic of how that age group would talk, so it doesn't seem, like, very real, if that makes sense. But I have to tell you, I've become slightly obsessed with this book after listening to it. I'm like, hey, how are you? Oh, hold on a second. The more money I spend, the more points I lose.
Oh, I'm trying to give you my discount. It's like, you can't. It's my registered. Sorry, I tried.
That's okay. I like your mask.
Oh, thanks. I wish I didn't have Beavis and Butthead, like, square from the center. It was from Etsy, though, so it was going to be random.
It's adorable.
Do you like the blonde Americano better?
I do. It's lighter. Oh, I didn't order it iced.
I didn't do that.
No, that's okay. Josh, I'll drink it. That's fine.
Sure?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll drink it. Don't worry about it.
I can
It's kind of a cloudy, rainy day anyway, so that's good.
Do you want like a cup of ice? You could pour some over?
No, I'm good. It's fine. All right, thank you. Have a good one. I mean, at the end of the day, coffee's coffee, right? Sometimes I usually get iced coffee, but sometimes I kind of enjoy like a hot cup of coffee in the summer. So this will be kind of fun. This will be nice. And I didn't order iced one. That was my fault anyway. So anyway, okay, so this book is about these kids, and it's like the popular group, and they're going to this island because this girl's parents like have this private island apparently where they have a house on it. And so they're all going to it for like this weekend party. And like one is like murdered after the other supposedly, or dies one after the other, and you don't really know why. But there's like this girl, and she used to be part of the group, and now she's, I want to like clean this off because this This is driving me crazy. And she's not part of the group anymore, excuse me. Is that better? A little bit. I can't, probably not. But anyway, she used to be part of the popular group, but she's not anymore. And then she has this other girl that's now like her best friend. And so they go, and this one girl has a crush on the guy that her friend, like she's like, I can't do that. I can't have a crush on my best friend's, the guy that she likes, even though she's like hooking up with this other guy. It's just corny. But anyway, but it got really scary really quick. Like, I have to tell you, I was listening to it last night after I vlogged, and I was like, I am kind of living for this. Like, this is fantastic. Like, it is really, it's like so cheesy, but it's good. It's like watching a cheesy horror movie that's really good. And it is very similar to And Then There Were None, which was problematic. You know, I've been reading all this stuff recently about how Agatha Christie is kind of problematic. But I didn't know that, and I grew up like loving her stuff. So anyway, if you're looking for kind of like a good book that's cheesy but scary, it's called just 10, and it's by Gretchen, I think, McNeil. So I'm excited about like getting into that. I only have 2 hours left of it. That is how quick I'm listening to it. It is like the first night or two I didn't really listen to any of it, and I want to drink my coffee, but I know it's going to be way too hot. So anyway, the last 2 nights I kind of like powered through it and listened to a lot of it. So last night I got on Audible. I always do this. I had just spent my 2 credits. I buy so many books on Audible, it's ridiculous. I had just spent my 2 credits. And so, I bought Deviant, which is by Harold Schechter, which is the book club book for the month. It's about Ed Gein, and I've heard it's really good. So, I bought that. Oh yeah, that's way too hot. Woo! That's like the heat next to the pool in the summer. Oh my God, and it's spilling on my hands. So anyway, well, I also have some water right here, so. I got that book, and then I can't remember what else. Oh, and then I also bought, I didn't know, the other night I was like looking for it in my library and I couldn't find it. I bought the sequel to the Hank Green book, An Absolutely Remarkable Thing. If you guys have not read that book, this is a great series, okay? And it's about UFOs, and it's just really, really good. Well, the second one just came out on the 7th, and I thought I had pre-ordered it, but I couldn't find it in my library. And then when I was uploading my vlog last night, I got on, I pulled it up because I was going to buy it, because I bought 3 more credits, because you can buy 3 more credits for like $31, and it comes to like $11 a credit. So I was going to buy 3 more credits, and it said that it was already in my library. And so I looked, and I was like, oh, I had already purchased it, but I couldn't find it on my phone. So I went into, I'm going to pull in here for just a second, because I want to tell you the books I read. I went into Audible, and I bought 4 more books, you guys, last night. Did I buy 3 more books or 4 more books? I think I paid like full price for a book. Well, not full price, but member price. And then I bought, maybe I just bought 3. I'll have to tell you guys, because I bought some stuff that I was really excited. Okay, Riley Sager has a new book out. So Riley Sager writes like young adult kind of like thrillers, and he has a new book out. I think Riley Sager is actually supposed to be a woman, but it's a man who writes under a pseudonym. I don't know how I found that out, but I can remember when I was like looking up something about Riley Sager, there was like this whole article about people that rebrand under different genders because they sell more books or something like that. I don't know, something like that. But anyway, why is my... Okay, I had to stop it for a second because I started telling this story that I don't need to be telling on here just about. Anyway, so I bought, it's like, what do you call it, refreshing right now. I bought Deviant by Harold Schechter, which is the book club book of the month. And then I bought The Naturalist by Andrew Main. And this is a different series of his. I actually read, this is like his first series or something. Why is it not, showing my library? Oh, I'm gonna be so mad. Oh, no, I just went out of YouTube. I didn't want to do that. So Harold Schechter wrote The Girl at the Bottom of the Sea. It was such a fantastic book. I talked about it on here. So I got his next series, which is called The Naturalist. It's like his first series, and it's about this guy that's like a detective, and he goes to like the Montana like mountain area or whatever. And so I bought that, and then I bought wait, not started. Okay, and then I bought this book. Oh, Survivor Song by Paul Tremblay. So Paul Tremblay is who wrote the book, The Cabin at the End of the World. And actually, Lala from Books and Lala recommended that book to me, and it is so fantastic. And I read it for like Spookathon or something. And so this is his new book. It just came out. It's called Survivor Song. And it's kind of like about a pandemic that is kind of similar to like what's going on with COVID in the world right now. Kind of like the Hot Zone book, but it's fiction. And I was like, ooh, that sounds good. And then I got this book called Home Before Dark, before Riley Sager. And it's about this, I think it's about this girl that goes home to her dad's house that he used. She like inherits it or something. This house that it's something about, he used it to like film these horror movies or something. It's supposed to be really good. And then I got this book by Silvia Moreno Garcia called A Mexican Gothic. It just came out, and it is getting like rave reviews, okay? And it takes place in the 1950s. And it's about this woman that goes down to help her cousin who lives in like somewhere out in the country in Mexico. It's supposed to be very suspenseful, and it's supposed to be fantastically written, like beautifully written. So those are the new books that I bought. I have so many books, you guys, that I have not even read. What did I want to go in here and do? Oh, I wanted to do the reading rush. I wanted to, well, not do the reading rush. I am going to do the reading rush. I'm super excited about it. But I wanted to show the challenges in here, and or talk about the challenges in here. So, if you guys do not know, the reading rush takes place July 20th through July 26th, okay? I am so excited about it. So that means it starts, so it's like 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So it's 7 days. And the challenges, there are 7 challenges. The first one is read a book with a cover that matches the color of your birthstone. So I looked, and my birthstone is pearl, which I think I already knew. For some reason, I thought it was amethyst or ruby. I don't know why. But anyway, my birthstone is pearl. So I have no idea how I'm going to find a cover that has, I guess it's just white, maybe? I don't know. Kind of like, but not really. And then read a book that starts with the word the. And this sounds like really easy, but it's actually a lot harder than it looks. I don't even know. Like, do I have any books in my Audible that have the on them? Oh, The Naturalist. Maybe I'll read that book for it and start with that. Do I have any? The Getaway? No, I don't want to read that. Hold on a second, not started. Oh, maybe I'll read The Testaments. That's the sequel to The Handmaid's Tale. I guess I do have a couple books on here. Not a lot, though. The Gravity of Us, I haven't read yet. The Chaos of Standing Still, The Andromeda Revolution, I might read that. Evolution. That's like this guy like rewrote. Let me see one more. The Churchgoer. I mean, I've got quite a few that I could read that start with from Audible. I mean, obviously all my books are not going to be from Audible, so I've got to like, this is where I have to very decisively pick my TBR, because it's like, I want to read a couple Audible books, and I want to read a couple, like, you know, what do you call it, paper books. Okay, so let's go in here and see the next one. 3, read a book that inspired a movie you've already seen. Okay, so this is really, really hard for me. I actually came up with one the other night, and now I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was The Deep. The Deep by Peter Benchley. So I'm thinking about maybe doing The Deep, because I read Jaws a couple years ago, and Jaws was such a fantastic book, and I'd already seen the movie. So I think that was in my first book, when it used to be BookTubeathon, now it's the Reading Rush. Read the first book you touch. I'm not doing that on camera, because then I'll be stuck to some book that I have to read. I'm like scared to do that one. Okay. Read a book completely outside your house. That would be an Audible one, probably. And then, number 6, read a book in a genre that you've always wanted to read more of. I don't know, maybe science fiction would be that. Maybe romance. I don't read a lot of romance, and I've always thought I'd read more romance. Read a book that takes place in a different continent than where you live. Oh, that's a hard one. I don't know what I'm going to pick for that. So, I'm gonna have to go in and very decisively, I know I'm gonna get this coffee all over me. But if I put it in my thing, I can't sip it out of a straw because it's gonna be so hot, you know? What was I gonna say? Sushi boss. Do you guys, like, I'm not like a big sushi fan anymore. I go through phases where like sushi sounds really good, and then other times, like I was like in the pool yesterday, and at the other end of the pool there was like this mom with her kids, and they were like, what are we having for dinner tonight? She's like, I don't know. And the one girl was like, pasta sounds good. And I was like, ooh, pasta does sound good, doesn't it? Oh my God, I love pasta. I love just plain pasta with butter on it. And then the mom was like, how about sushi? And I was like, no, I don't think sushi sounds very good. Like I was deciding their meals for them. So anyway, I think I've got like a week and a half before the Reading Rush. If you don't know what the Reading Rush is, just go to the Reading Rush. They have merch and everything. I need to buy my merch so it comes in time for the Reading Rush. But they have like, it's just a readathon, a week-long readathon that you try to read as much as you possibly can. And how is Jesse the Reader? He put his out 3 months ago, books I'm reading for the Reading Rush. How did he put that out already? A lot of people have their, I'm gonna have to watch what other people are doing. Oh, you know what? I think they did that's what this is for. They did like a stay-at-home Reading Rush. They did like, it was just like 4 days or something like that. I think that's what that is. So anyway, but I'm gonna look and see what he read anyway. I have to tell you, one of the things that makes me really happy is when, I feel like I live in my sunglasses, they kind of hurt my eyes after a while, is when booktubers that have been around for a long time participate like in the Reading Rush and stuff like that. Like that makes me so happy, because I feel like at some point, like a lot of people kind of phase out of it and they're just like, oh, we don't want to do this anymore or whatever, which I totally understand, like when you've done, you know, booktube for years and years and years. But like for me, part of the fun is, oh my God, look at that, I didn't know they have Gauge products for hair. I love, Gauge are like my favorite men's products for my hair, like the paste by Gauge. But like one of the things for me is like, you know, booktube is like my place to come and have fun. It's like my place to like, it's my passion and just to hang out, you know? And so I love like the readathons and all that stuff. I never do very good at them. I never complete very many books, but I always have such a blast doing it. And if you've never done one before, you should do it. You don't have to have a booktube channel or a bookstagram or a book blog or anything to do it. You can just, you know, do it yourself, and it's so much fun to do it. I highly recommend it to anybody out there. And just make a list at home. And, you know, if you have Twitter, it really helps, because they do Twitter sprints and things like that, where they'll say, okay, like starting in 5 minutes, we're gonna see how much we can read for 20 minutes. That's like a Twitter sprint. And then they'll say like, okay, tweet us what you're reading, using only emojis. It's really, really fun. It's such a blast. And I've told the story on here a million times about how like the first year I did it, and I thought it was totally corny and cheesy at my age. And I've never looked back on it and thought like, it's been one of my favorite things I've ever done in my course on YouTube. Having 5 channels, it's been probably one of my, I mean, the Reading Rush is like my favorite thing. It probably is the thing I look forward to the most out of all 5 of my channels. In all honesty, you know, of like everybody I've met and everything I've done and whatever. Well, the book club. The book club would probably be one. And then, isn't that funny that my 2 top highest things both are from my booktube channel, of all 5 of my channels? You know what I mean? And I have kind of a secret project that I'm doing for my Peterisms channel, but that's coming down the road. So anyway, so that's what I'm reading right now. I'm reading 10, and I should probably finish it tonight, I'm thinking, and then I can start something tomorrow. If I think tomorrow I will start the sequel to, you know what, when I was just looking through there, I didn't see that Hank Green book again, did I? Why is it not showing up in my library on my book? Or it's not showing up in my library on my phone, but it's showing up in my library at home. I don't know why that is. I'm gonna pull in here and see. Did I read that one? It's like 15 hours. I do know that. I'm gonna be mad if it's like not on there. Okay. Not started. I'm looking it up. Hank Green. See, it says add to library 1 credit, but it says I have 0 credits. But at home it says it's in my library. I don't understand. Oh, I'm not happy about that. I know, because it says it's in my library. So now I have to email Audible. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. My life is so difficult. I have to email Audible. Anyway, I'm not buying it again. I spend way too much money on Audible as it is. You'd think with everybody that they sponsor out there, they could at least sponsor one video on one of my channels, but of course they can't, you know. They've never returned an email to me. I've applied for their affiliate program. They have never responded to my affiliate program request. I filled out the application and everything. I never got a response from them. But I continue to support them because I love Audible so much, but I was just like, maybe I could make enough to even just get like a book back, you know, like so I could afford to buy another book for the month or something. But they don't want me, So anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, let me know what you're reading for the month in the comment section below. Also, let me know if you are going to participate in the reading rush. If you haven't decided yet, please do it. It's so much fun. Trust me, you will not regret it. You will have so much fun. I promise you. I promise you. All right, you guys, I'm going to get off here now. I love you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.